You know, you worked with history in Hollywood. You also worked with history in Washington. You've imitated every president from JFK. I understand you have a modern day imitation of our current president.
Yeah. I'm having a lot of fun with Biden. Biden is sort of Mr. Magoo, isn't he? Sort of, I hate to make fun of him, but, I kept thinking to myself, I did the same thing with Reagan,
Yeah, you did.
I can remember doing a lot of mental jokes about Reagan, and he loved it. I did a couple of things in front of Reagan. He was screaming, and I was kind of putting him down a bit,
Before I start speaking tonight, I would like to say something.
So a lot of that material that I used for Reagan, I'm now using for Biden.
You've just parlayed it to the next generation. You must have been sad to see Richard Nixon leave. I mean, he was a gift that kept on giving.
How long does this take?
As long as I need, you see.
Well, before we lose you, are you planning a comeback?
Well, first of all, let me say this. I want to make this perfectly clear. I am making a comeback. I've been away too long.
I once did Nixon in front of him down in San Clemente. I was invited to a party in San Clemente early in my career, and all of Hollywood was there. I got up in front of Nixon and did him in front of him, and everybody gathered around thinking this was going to be great. And in the middle of my bit that I was doing, Nixon turned to his wife, Pat, and said, why is this young man speaking in this strange voice?
I can only imagine. Selective perception. He never got it. He just never got it.
He didn't know I was imitating him at all. He just stared at me. But you know something? My impression of Nixon was pretty good that day, because when that party was over, his wife, Pat, went home with me.
Oh, there you go. There you go. And she probably found that very refreshing. So,
as a matter of fact, ABC is thinking of hiring me to do a few game shows on television next season as the host. And I don't know which one I'm going to do. Perhaps To Tell the Truth, or Tattletales, or maybe Let's Make a Deal.
Will you film these for posterity?
No. These will be on tape, you see. Then if I don't like something, I can snip it out and burn the damn thing.
And not only that, you had the guts to go one step below and do Vice President Agnew.
In this technological age, image becomes dominant. Appearance supersedes reality.
It's interesting. Spiro Agnew was a great impression for me, and that impression was Jack Benny's favorite. Every time I saw Jack Benny, he wanted me to do a Spiro Agnew.
Wow.
You know, the greatest imitation that he does, and very few people know about it, he does an imitation, and this is merely a voice. It can't be anything else.
I know what you're talking
Vice
about.
President Agnew.
And I remember doing him on The Tonight Show, and Jack was just almost on the floor. And Spiro Agnew had kind of a monotone voice.
Clarify the discrepancies
Promulgated by those who close their eyes
to the pernicious influence
of the spirit of national masochism.
encouraged by an effete core of impudent snobs.
Encouraged by an effete core of impudent snobs.
all those
put
highfalutin words.
That put Jack on the floor.
Well, it was the words he would use, the notorious nabobs of negativism or something.
Right,
He
right.
never spoke like a Joe Sixpack going down the street.
That's very good. That is good.
I worked on him for a long time. You know the secret I found? I was doing Jimmy Stewart one day in my car, and I suddenly went into Spiro Agnew. Now, you would think, what's the similarity? But you see, the thing with Jimmy Stewart is that the voice is it's kind of slow and it's draggy, and all I did was kind of slow it down and just raise it a bit, and I'd right into the...
That's good. Let me take a break here. We'll be right back.
What would you put on your epitaph?
I put on my tombstone, well, they're all here.